You can't hear me past my pagan cross earrings. Interesting. In 1 Corinthians 1:18, Paul said, "For the word of the cross is folly to those who are perishing, but to us who are being saved, it is the power of God." And I know a lot of y'all don't like Paul.
So the sister says, we don't like Paul's writings. But not all Israelites are the same. You see, I like to be called an Israelite. So I don't know where she gets her information. But let's go to the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 14, 34. It says, "Let your women keep silence in the churches, for it is not permitted unto them to speak." So this sister has many videos, you know. She's speaking her own words, butchering scriptures, you know. She is not to be out here on social media teaching, you know. But they are commanded to be under obedience, as also said the law. See? So the law tells us that the women should keep silence because back in the garden, Eve was yapping her gums, you see? And for that reason, Adam listened to his wife, and now we're all, in damnation. We all fall under the curse of death, you see, because she was bumping her gums, you see. So God said, let your women keep silence in the church, and you're going to be obedient, you know, to your husband or to whoever man, your father, or whoever man is over you. That's what the law says.
Whatever. Y'all don't really quote Jesus very much. I mean, the Sermon on the Mount, when Jesus says, repent and believe the gospel, y'all don't talk about that. All y'all want to talk about is gates and tribes. Since y'all like the Old Testament so much, let's go back to the Old Testament right quick. In Isaiah 49:6, it says, He says, it is too light a thing that you should be my servant to raise up the tribes of Jacob and to bring back the preserved of Israel. I'll make you as a light for the nations, that my salvation may reach to the end of the earth. See, the whole was for Israel to be a light to the nation so that they could preach salvation to the whole world. And let's not pretend like Jesus didn't like Gentiles.
So, sister says we're to be a light unto the nations. Let's go to the book of Isaiah, chapter 11, verse 11. "And it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord shall set his hand again the second time." The first time was in Egypt, when we came out of Egypt. So the second time, this is future prophecy, it hasn't happened yet, "to recover the remnant of his people," not the Gentiles, not all nations, "his people, which shall be left from Assyria." Assyria, see, I wrote it down here on the bottom, which is Turkey. That's Turkey. "From Egypt, and from Cush." Cush is Ethiopia. "And from Elam." Elam is Iran. We have people scattered in all these different nations. See? Elam, and from Shinar, which is Iraq, modern day Iraq, and from Hamath, which is Syria, and from the islands of the sea. All those islands, Haiti, Jamaica, all those different islands, Puerto Rico. Our people are scattered in all nations. That's the nations that we are to be a light to. Not to the other people, not to the Greeks, to the Edomites, Ammon, the Japanese, and the Chinese people. Not to those people. Those people hate us. Why would we preach the gospel to those that hate us? You see? Why would God open the kingdom to those that hate us and want to destroy us as a people? They lied to us and took away our nationality, as it says in Psalms 83. Why would God open the gates to those people. It makes no sense, Christians. Makes no sense. Let's go to the book of Acts, chapter 2, verse 5. Well, who are all the nations that we are to be a light to? And they were dwelling at Jerusalem, Jews, Jews, devout men out of every nation under the heaven. See, out of every nation. Jews out of every nation. See, that's the light that we should be to the nations. Those nations that have Jews scattered about in slavery. You know, when we got scattered in slavery during the transatlantic slave trade, in the sub-Saharan slave trade, there's Jews all scattered to the four corners of the earth. You see? Jews, devout men out of every nation under heaven. See? That's who we are to be a light to. Those who were scattered to every nation.